everyone. Welcome to the French desk. So today I'm back with the last part of Leçon 4. That is the third part of this chapter. And today we'll be studying adjectives. Apprenons des adjectifs. Let's learn a few adjectives in French. Singulier and pluriel. Masculin, femina, masculin, femina. As I've told you before, that all the nouns in French can be categorized according to their gender and number. Therefore, it becomes important for us to study adjectives in the same way, considering these categories, both the genders and the number. Because adjectives are what? These are words used to describe nouns. So, adjectives we'll study in this way. Let's begin. Masculin, femina. Let's cover singulier first. Grand, grande. It is a well-known fact that by adding an E to the masculine form, it changes to the feminine form. Right? So grand becomes grande. And you can also see the difference in the pronunciation. Grand becomes grande. When we add an E, the last letter is also emphasized upon. So grand would become grand. This adjective means big or tall. When I say he is tall, I would say il est grand. Where did a come? This comes from the conjugation of être, which we have already covered in the previous chapter. So it would be better if you revise that before doing adjectives. Il est grand. We have used masculine singular adjective here, grand. And when I say she is tall, this would become elle est grande. I hope the difference is clear. Moving on. This was tall or big. Intelligent, as the name suggests, intelligent. And by adding an E here, it becomes in the feminine form, and it is pronounced as intelligente. Intelligent, intelligente. Joli, joli. Joli means jolly kind of a person. Nice, sweet, jolly. Mauvais, mauvaise means bad. Laid, laid means ugly. Content, contente means happy. Mécontent, mécontente means unhappy. So happy and unhappy, content et mécontent are also the opposites of each other. Now let's see how we write these adjectives in the plural form. It's simple. In the previous video, I told you that adding an S in French is a thumb rule for making a noun or an adjective into plural. So by adding an S to the masculine singular, it becomes masculine plural. So grand, intelligent with an S, joli with an S, mauvais. Since we already have an S here, as discussed in the previous video, we do not add an additional S. So this remains the same. Laid becomes laid, content becomes content with an additional S, mécontent becomes mécontent with an additional S in plural. I hope this is clear. So if I say you have to convert Joli into masculine plural, so you would write it as Joli. As simple as that, by adding an S. Now, when we change these into feminine plural, femina pluriel, we add an S, which together becomes an addition of ES. E, we already had an E here, right? We simply add an S to make it into feminine plural. So grand would become grande, intelligent with an additional S, intelligente, jolie with an additional S, jolie, mauvaise, mauvaise with an additional S, laid with an additional S, laid, contente, contente, mécontente, mécontente. So here first you should remember the meanings in English and the general rule of interchanging these adjectives into masculine, feminine, singular and plural. This is very easy. With some practice, you would become comfortable doing this, and you can then easily do the questions based on adjectives. Grand, intelligent, joli, mauvais, laid, content, mécontent. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 adjectives. You can add these to your notebook, making a new table for adjectives. Prepare your notes so that you can easily revise them for your exams. I hope this is clear. Moving on. Exception. Here are some exceptions which you should star mark because these are very important. First, let me write the meanings over here. Thin, slim, most appropriately thin, fat, good, gentle, beautiful, as the name suggests, sympathetic and antipathic. This is nice, and this is the opposite of nice. Or unpleasant, you can say. And this would become pleasant. So, now let's read these adjectives. Man's. In the feminine form, it is also man's. So here we can see an exception. Since we already had an E over here, this remains the same and we do not add an additional E. So this remains the same. And even in plural form, we simply add an S in both and this becomes man's, which means thin. Grow, gross, grow, gross. So grow in masculine singular and grow in masculine plural is the same, which means fat. And when we convert masculine into feminine, we add SE. This becomes double S, mind you, which is very important. Gross is with two S here. Gross. And when we convert this into plural, femina, we simply add an S. So gross. Bon, 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 bon. Again, just like grow, in feminine form, this becomes double N-E, which means good. So bon, bon, bon with an additional S and double N-E-S in plural feminine. So bon. Okay. This is not very difficult, I hope. You're getting what I'm trying to explain. And if not, you can review the video or you can ask me the questions you have in the comment section. Bon, bonne, bon, bonne. Next, gentil, 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 gentil. So here again, this becomes double L. Gentil with an S and gentil with an ES. Beau or belle. Okay, this is handsome for the male. And this is beautiful. So beau or belle, belle. Beau, here this is a new kind of a change. So B-E-A-U-X. This is how we write handsome in plural, masculine in French. So beau. And here B-E-L-L-E-S. This is the same rule. This becomes belle. Sympathique. Sympathique. These are both the same in singular for masculine a femina. And here we simply add an S to the singular to make this plural. So sympathique, which is same for both masculine and feminine. Similarly, antipathique, 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 antipathique. So this also follows the same kind of change as we have seen in sympathy. So that's all about the new adjectives in this particular chapter. So this becomes huit, neuf, dix, onze, douze, treize, quatorze. So here is a list of 14 adjectives which are new to you. So you should spend some time remembering them and practice interchanging these adjectives into different forms. So here's an important point written, attention, attention. Beau changes to belle if the noun is in masculine form and begins with a vowel. So when you want to write handsome man in French, so we would not say beau homme. That is wrong. Whenever we have a noun beginning with a vowel and we want to use an adjective handsome for it, we change beau to belle. So this you must remember. A bel homme, which means a handsome man. Okay. I hope you've understood the meanings of these adjectives well. Now let's study about les contraires, which means opposites. You can very easily write the opposites if you know the meanings of the adjectives. So you know small has the opposite big, fat has the opposite thin, and the opposite of good is bad. So this is very easy if you know and remember the meanings of the above table we've studied. So let's go through these. Grand, petit, which is big and small, big elephant and small mouse is it, right? Bon, good, mauvais, bad. So here, in context to these people, Batman is considered as a superhero, therefore he is being referred to as good, and the Joker is a bad person or an evil person, so we've written mauvais. Good, bad. Gros, man's. The opposite of fat is always thin, so gros and man's. Belle is beautiful and laid is ugly. So this mermaid, I think, or a princess, whatever, she is said to be beautiful, Belle, and this witch is said to be ugly, using the French word laid. This is easy, right? Okay, so that's all about this page. You should reread this again and again to quickly remember the meanings and easily do your questions. Okay, now let's do the second page on adjectives, les adjectifs or adjectives. In French, the adjective agrees with the noun it qualifies, which means with the gender and the number of the noun, the adjective changes, which we have already just studied in the previous section. In French, the adjective agrees with the noun it qualifies. To change the adjective into feminine form, an E is added to the masculine form, which I just told you. To change the adjective into plural form, an S is added to the singular form. Refer to the examples mentioned below. Petit is masculine singular, which means small. C'est un garçon. C'est un garçon means this is a boy. Il est petit. This is a boy and he is small. So we have written the word adjective petit without an E, without an S, because we're talking about masculine singular. I hope you're getting it. And now when we're talking about more than one boy, petit, this becomes plural. So we simply add an S. Ce sont des garçons. These are some boys. They are small, right? Ce sont des garçons. I hope you remember this from the video Qui est ce, qu'est-ce que c'est. We change c'est to ce sont when we want to say this is or they are or these are. Ils sont petits. Now, petite with an E is used when we want to describe a femina singular. So, cette une fille, this is a girl, she is small. So, you can see how the French adjective small is being changed according to the number and gender of the noun. Petite. Here we have plural, femina plural, two girls. So, ce sont des filles, elles sont petites. So, again, I'm telling you the conjugations of être should be on your tips before doing questions of these kinds, and also the meanings of the adjectives should be remembered to easily do these questions. Ce sont des filles, elles sont petites. This is easy, right? Now let's read this dialogue. La prof is, since we have la here, we know we're talking about a female professor. So la prof, bonjour les étudiants, comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? Bonjour les étudiants. You know bonjour is good morning. Les étudiants means students. So good morning students. Comment allez-vous? If you remember from the video which I had covered under the title greetings, you would know this means how are you today? Aujourd'hui means today. So how are you today? The students reply, bonjour madame, nous allons bien. Qu'est-ce que c'est au tableau? They say, good morning ma'am, madam, nous allons bien. We're doing good. Qu'est-ce que c'est? You know, it means what is this on the blackboard? Tableau is blackboard. The teacher replies, c'est un poème en français. This is a poem in French. C'est un poème en français. Copiez le poème dans vos cahiers. Copiez le poème dans vos cahiers means copy the poem in your notebooks. La classe, the class, that is all the students reply together. D'accord, madame. Okay, ma'am. All right, ma'am. So, if you have been studying with me since the beginning, you would easily understand the meaning of this dialogue on your own, because all these words and all these greetings, all these nouns we have already covered. So, there is nothing new. Okay. So, that's all about adjectives, the theory of the adjectives given in your book. I hope you enjoyed studying adjectives. Now you can talk to your friends and practice by making sentences. So now we're doing the vocabulary given in the last page of your book. I mean this chapter, le vocabulaire. So let's cover this as well. Français, anglais. Beau or belle, you already know, means handsome. Belle means beautiful. Bon means good. Gentil means kind or nice or gentle. Grand means big or tall. Gros means fat. Intelligent means intelligent. Ilia is an expression which is fixed and which is used when you want to say there is or there are. This is same for both plural and singular. Joli means pretty. Laid means ugly. Mauvais means bad. Mince means slim. Petit means small or short. Qui est ce? Who is this or who are they? Qu'est-ce que c'est? What is this or what are these? Un cartable, school bag. Un pupitre, desk. We have already covered all the vocabulary being discussed here. So this is a quick revision for you all. Au tableau noir means blackboard. Noir means black. Une table, table. Une fenêtre, window. Une porte, door. Une trousse is a pencil box. Une salle de classe is a classroom. Une salle de classe. So that's all about the vocabulary. So with this we come to an end of chapter 4. Now we are only left with the exercises. So I'll do the exercises with you all in the next video. Till then, revise what we've studied in this chapter so that you can easily do the exercises with me. Thank you for watching. Happy learning and keep supporting. Do leave your comments so that I get to know that people are studying from me and they're understanding. Okay, that would become really great, helpful for me, and I'll be grateful to see how many of you are doing well with me. Right? Thank you so much.